About it, but how did you feel about it? What happened with Oscar and Canelo?
How do I feel about it?
Your thoughts, yes.
Well, obviously Oscar had it planned. You know, he had his notes out there. He's been talking about he's going to shake things up during fight week. But Canelo knows him very well. And I guess Oscar doesn't really care about being publicly embarrassed. But, you know, he opened Pandora's box, that's for sure.
Did he make it worse for his fighter?
Oh, he was going to get his ass whooped anyway.
Or did he make it worse?
Probably so. He was going to get his ass whooped and he was going to get knocked out anyway. But I guess it will just be even better when Munguia is laid out on the canvas.
So that's how you believe it's going to play out? I was going to ask you who you
No doubt in my mind, Canelo's knocking him out. No doubt in my mind. Just as sure we sit here doing this interview, that's happening.
And let me ask you this. This year we've seen some crazy things in boxing, right? Is there a potential for upset here, in your opinion?
Anything can happen when you get in the boxing ring and guys are trading punches. Anything can happen. That's just how boxing works. But at the end of the day, Munguia, he's a very young, strong fighter, very aggressive. He's getting better and better each fight. He has a terrific trainer in Freddie Roach. But fighting Canelo is a whole different level. He ain't never seen no shit like that. Canelo gonna see that shit, that wide shit, slow shit coming a mile away.
What about the improvements with Freddie Roach?
I've definitely noticed, I've watched probably his last 5 or 6 fights, personally, doing the build-up to this camp just to really kind of watch his style. And he has gotten better. They worked on tweaks and things. But man, this guy, the knowledge that Canelo has is miles, yes, it's miles and miles and miles above. And it's like, when he go to do something, Canelo already is in a reaction mode to know what he's going to do because everything is ABC 1, 2, 3. Everything ABC 1, 2, 3. Canelo's seen everything. He's been in there with slick black fighters. He's been in there with guys who come straight forward. He's been in there with runners. He's seen every style there is. Russians, he's just seen every style there is. But this guy right here, he's tailor-made for the work. Tailor-made for the work. Big, strong guy, coming with everything, and he's gonna be trying really hard for all the fans who will be in attendance and all the fans around the world who will be watching. But it's gonna be a terrible result.
I saw you spoke to him after everything that went down at the presser yesterday. Could you share with us some of what you talked about with Canelo? What you told him after all that?
No, we're really cool. We're really cool and have a good, cool relationship. Again, and we on the same page. We're on the same page. You know, we both don't like that motherfucker. You know, we have that definitely in common, and amongst other things. I think he's a great fighter, and he's learned so much since the Floyd loss, and he's, you know, become, you know, a icon in boxing, and, you know, he's, in my opinion, probably the greatest Mexican fighter ever. But we definitely have one thing in common. We don't like that motherfucking Oscar De La Hoya.
You've never been shy about that. Does Oscar have his side of the story, even though you don't?
No, I don't care. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't really care what he thinks.
Yeah.
It's just like, isn't it kind of ironic that even guys like Dana White, for an example, when he speaks of Oscar De La Hoya, what does he say?
He uses a lot of the same words you do.
Funny how that works. Eddie Hearn, what does he have to say about him?
It's a little more gentlemanly. He says in a more polite way.
My guy, that's my guy. How you doing, my friend? Everything's good. Most definitely, of course. Be front and center, without a doubt.
He echoes the same sentiments with his own British way of saying it.
Yeah.
He says it like in a James Bond way.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's the common thought amongst the promoters in boxing. Everybody know what it is. Everybody know what it is. He was a great fighter. Great fighter. I always got to give him his respect by what he did in that ring. He did his thing. Very good. Very
How would
good.
him and Canelo have went? You know, I know at 54 because Oscar's too small for 60, 68.
Again, like I told somebody, I don't do the mythical matchups.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really not a fan of that at all because that shit is like fake. It's not real. It's like, oh, well, Floyd and this guy, Floyd and that guy. It's like people have an opinion about everything, you know, so, and it's not reality.
Yeah.
It's not reality.
When it comes to fighters like